welcome to our channel. Today our experts have collected the most complete information about what is Ripple. How is it different from other payment systems? What are its pros and cons? How it's used in the real life? And how millions are made on it? We have collected a lot of interesting facts about Ripple, which few people know. Watch this video till the end and you will not have any questions about Ripple. You will even understand Ripple as Chris Larsen himself. So, let's start. What is Ripple? Ripple is the name for both a digital currency XRP and an open payment network within which that currency is transferred. It is a distributed open source payment system that is still in beta. The goal of the Ripple system, according to its website, is to enable people to break free of the wallet gardens of financial networks, i.e. credit cards, banks, PayPal and other institutions that restrict access with fees, charge for currency exchange and processing delays. So what does Ripple do? According to OpenCoin, the company behind Ripple, the currency addresses the need to keep money flowing freely.
A company blog post titled Ripple and the Purpose of Money gives a brief history of money and its transportability and points to the frustration of having banks and other institutions impede the transfer of funds with transactions fees and processing delays. The goal of Ripple, it says, is to build the decentralized digital currency approach set by Bitcoin and do for money what the internet did for all other forms of information.
How would Ripple function like internet? Ripple's chief cryptographer, David Schwartz, explains it like this. Payment systems today are where email was in the early 80s. Every provider built their own system for their customers, and if people use different systems, they couldn't easily interact with each other. Ripple is designed to connect different payment systems together. Schwartz also anticipates the possibility of seeing big companies lose their control over the flow of other people's money, just as they've lost control over the flow of information. Who is behind Ripple? The company building the Ripple protocol, OpenCoin, was co-founded by CEO Chris Larsen and STO Jed McCaleb. McCaleb is well-grounded in digital currency, coming from Mt. Gox, which currently handles the majority of the world's Bitcoin trades. Larsen previously co-founded and led the online financial company eLoan. Other developers on Ripple's team also have a Bitcoin background. OpenCoin recently picked up a round of funding from Andreessen Horowitz, FF Angel the Force, Lightspeed Venture Partners, Wast Ventures, and the Bitcoin Opportunity Fund. Is Ripple like Bitcoin?
In many ways, yes. Like Bitcoin, Ripple's XRP unit is a digital form of currency based on mathematical formula and has a limited number of units that can ultimately be mined. Both forms of currency can be transferred from account to account without the need of any intervening third party, and both provide digital security to guard against the possibility of counterfeit coins. Both forms of currency can be transferred from account to account without the need of any intervening third party, and both provide digital security to guard against the possibility of counterfeit coins.
Does that mean Ripple is a Bitcoin rival? Ripple positions itself as a complement to rather than a competitor with Bitcoin.
The Ripple network is designed to allow the seamless transfer of any form of currency, whether dollars, euro, pounds, yen or Bitcoin. Ripple will open up many more gateways for Bitcoin users and easier ways to bridge Bitcoin with the mainstream world of finance, says Stephen Thomas, a senior developer for the Ripple protocol and a Bitcoin advocate.
How would Ripple benefit Bitcoin users? In addition to giving Bitcoin more ways to connect with those using other forms of currency, Ripple promises expedited transactions and increased stability. As a distributed network, Ripple does not depend on a single company to manage and secure the transaction database. Consequently, there is no waiting on block confirmations, and transaction confirmations can go through the network quickly. easily. Another advantage of using peer-to-peer is the absence of a central target or point of failure in the system, Ripple's backers note. How many ripples will there be? The company plans to ultimately create 100 billion ripples. Half of those are to be released for circulation, while the company plans to retain the other half. Why is Ripple described as free-ish rather than free?
Ripple doesn't collect transaction fees the way PayPal, banks and credit cards do. However, it does take a small portion of a ripple from each transaction. That amount is destroyed rather than retained. The deduction is meant as to safeguard against the system being swamped by any one individual who might try to put through millions of transactions at once.
How much is the ripples worth? According to Bitcoin charts, ripples were trading at around $115 per $1 on May 17, 2013. So why all the hype? While Bitcoin has seen a dramatic rise in price over the course of 2017, the end of the year saw the cryptocurrency almost breaking $20,000. As the price drove higher, we saw a massive increase in price for a large number of altcoins, with Litecoin jumping from $50 to nearly $400. Ethereum doubling, NEM and EOS going up by a factor of 5, and the list goes on and on. The fear of missing out has driven many investors wild, and lower-priced currencies are attractive to new investors who mistakenly think that the high price of an entire BTC puts the currency out of their reach. Add to all the hype the rumors that had been swirling on social media through December 2017 that Coinbase was going to list Ripple, which caused the price to surge, which in turn prompted Coinbase to address the rumors in a more generic fashion in this blog post on January 4th, 2018. As of the date of this statement, we have made no decision to add additional assets to either GDAX or Coinbase. Any statement to the contrary is untrue and not authorized by the company. Words of caution. There has been a lot of ink used on criticizing Ripple as well. The complaint from Bitcoin and other blockchain enthusiasts is that Ripple's centralized control is in direct contrast to the ideals and advantages of decentralized blockchain like Bitcoin.
Ripple also maintains a trusted unique node list that is meant to protect against potentially malicious or insecure validation servers. Ripple also maintains a trust unique node list that is meant to protect against potentially malicious or insecure validating servers. Ripple also maintains a trusted unique node list that is meant to protect against potentially malicious or insecure validating servers. Ripple also maintains a trusted unique node list that is meant to protect against potentially malicious or insecure validating servers. It is the UNL that controls the network rules, presenting a conundrum. On the one hand, it protects against problematic validators, but in theory, a regulating body or government could come and enforce a change that isn't necessarily desirable or is downright invasive. Furthermore, because of the FinCEN violation and the fine in 2013, Ripple has updated its policies and will only recognize and recommend gateways that are in compliance with financial regulations.
So that was all for today. But if you want to know more information about Ripple, use our links below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you soon and have a good day. Bye!